If figures are similar in mathematics, what it means is that a ratio of the corresponding sides should be equal to each other. In other words, if you take like HG, doesn't look like this thing has had any sort of rotations or anything crazy like that. So look, HG is corresponding to side CB in the similar figure, right? So that means you should be able to make a fraction out of them. And I always suggest that students stick with one strategy. Take the biggest side first, then divide it by the smallest side. Now that's a ratio of the corresponding sides. That should be equal to a ratio of any other corresponding sides. So look, this is similar. I don't know why I'm doing so many colors, but this is similar to this. 5x divided by 2. That corresponds to the side DC that has a length of x in it. So that means I should be able to take the top part, should be able to take 5x over 2 and divide it by x. And that should equal this other ratio. 4x divided by 2 equals 5x over 2 divided by x. Okay, you can take the bigger side, divide by the smaller side. And that should equal the bigger side divided by the smaller side. And so now we have a little equation we can solve. 4x divided by 2, that just makes 2x. And now we have 5x over 2 divided by x. If you wanted to jot this off to the side with the division symbol, you would flip and multiply the x. So these cross cancel, so that leaves us with 5 over 2. So this left side is 5 over 2. This right here simplifies to be 5 over 2. And then to finish getting x by itself, we want to multiply both sides by 1/2, or you could say divide both sides by 2. Same thing. But if I multiply both sides by half, I've got 5 over 4 for x. So that's our answer for the variable x. So remember, if you take the side in the bigger figure and divide by the side in the smaller figure that corresponds to it, that should be equal to, what are we trying to solve for here? Solve for x. So I've got something with x, I want something else. This one's going to be a little tougher. Oh, we got this down here. HI is similar to AB, so the side in the bigger figure divide by the side in the smaller figure. Now we can set these two equal to each other. These two ratios can be equal to each other. Side in the bigger figure divide by the side in the corresponding side in the smaller figure. That should be equal to the side in the bigger figure divided by the corresponding side in the smaller figure. I wanted to circle this one too, just to keep them color-coded. Okay, so luckily this one simplifies nicely. That's gone. And over here, 9x divided by 2. That's again being divided by another 2. So we could flip and multiply that 2. So 9x times 1 makes 9x, and then 2 times 2 makes 4 on bottom. Then we can multiply both sides. Multiply both sides by 4 to get rid of that 4 on the bottom. And then divide both sides by 9. And simplify if you can, but I think that's as simple as we can go. That's what x equals.